Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. I still have the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot on the tarot table. Today I'm looking at some awkward royal moments, some awkward family dynamics that we have seen on display in the past few days, and this one got lots of notice and lots of comment and criticism. It was the moment after the Duchess of Kent's funeral, the steps of Westminster Cathedral. They were all waiting to leave, and Andrew managed to squeeze his way next to Prince William and start having a big chat, ha 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 kind of a thing, very inappropriate in the circumstances. Prince William looked very awkward, tried to ignore him, muttered behind his hand, please go away, please go away. Sarah was hovering in the background trying to get into the frame as well. It caused a lot of upset. People were outraged, in fact, that the Yorks were there, apparently in the front row at the service, that they were there so loudly and so prominently afterwards, and making a situation very uncomfortable for Prince William, who made his feelings very, very clear. Some people are speculating, and this is wild speculation, that this was some sort of Parkle plot, that Andrew was instructed by those disruptor PA people in Montecito, allegedly, to do this, to get close to Prince William, try and look cozy with Prince William, so that when Prince William has the reins of power, he can't take away Andrew's title and kick him out of Royal Lodge any more than he can Harry. So, see, you're so cozy here at the funeral, how can you take my title away? And again, same with Harry. And this is at the same time as we are getting more reconciliation stories from Harry's people, and this time the awful, in my opinion, Alex Rayner, who is one of Harry's closest friends, allegedly. A little bit older than Harry, old Etonian. I think he went with Harry on that trek through the Antarctic or wherever they were, can't remember. Possibly the Frozen Todger episode, I can't remember. But anyway, he's been talking to Richard Eden, and he says that Harry believes that he and William will embrace soon. They confidently predict that this will happen. If not by the end of the year, then definitely next year, as soon as the opportunity presents himself. Now, this Alex Rayner is in regular contact with Harry, and he was the one who opened his trap and made a big mess of things during the Centre Barley scandal. He came out in defense of Harry, and he said some awful things about Dr. Sophie Chanduka, which were quite controversial and didn't reflect very well on him or on Prince Harry. But obviously one of Harry's mouthpieces in the UK that has been wheeled out now to put more pressure on Prince William to reconcile. My money is on Christmas, end of the year. The Parkles are trying to manifest a Sussex Christmas Carol and at Sandringham. So we're going to have a look and see what's going on. Long preamble. We're going to ask what game Andrew was playing, and we're going to ask how Prince William felt. We all saw it, but whatever the tarot wants to tell us in addition. I want to know if the Parkles are in regular contact with Prince Andrew, and whether, oh, 10 of Swords, yeah, that's Prince Andrew, whether, what should be, whether they were behind this. Smile and chat and let me tell jokes, and the cameras are rolling, and see, we're such mates, me and William. And I want to know about this Alex Rayner thing, that the brothers will reconcile soon as the opportunity presents itself. Is this what Harry believes? What does William think? I want to know about the opportunity. I don't know if tarot does Christmas depictions just right away. We're about to find out. And how will it go? Harry's perspective, I think we're going to ask. Yes, we are. How will it go? Is he going to get his wanted reconciliation, save his title, save her titles, save the kids' titles, save all of that stuff? The panic is on, and you can tell that the panic is on by the level of Parkle press pieces coming out like this. It's relentless. The pressure is on Prince William. The pressure is on the Parkles. They are desperate. I'm getting that Harry obviously learnt something in the meeting with Pa that he let slip in next year must be all about Pa. That comment that made him panic even more than I think he was already panicking. Let's remember, it's tarot, fun and entertainment. My opinion, speculation, just read energy. Disclaimer in the box below, there's a reconciliation card. The happy, look at us. And it's also all of them on the steps of Westminster Cathedral, and the happy family, all there, and the Parkle's part of it. It's very, always when I look at this, Harry and Meghan, the two kiddies and the two parents, alleged parents, and also happy part of the bigger umbrella of the royal family. That's what they want. Well, at least that's what Harry wants. I don't think Meghan wants it at all now. I think she's really afraid she's going to be left out of it, given the kinds of stories that were in the press today that seem to come from her. We'll get to them in the next few days. Situation we're dealing with Prince Andrew. The Fool, that's a fresh start. It's also that energy of Andrew, of I'm blameless, I'm innocent, I haven't done anything wrong any more than Harry's done anything wrong. My conscience is clear, Harry said. Andrew, so brazen, a normal person. Well, first of all, wouldn't have done what he did, but second of all, wouldn't be thrusting themselves into the public gaze. They would be hiding at home, but not Andrew. And that's the Fool energy there. It's I'm blameless, I'm innocent, I'm charming, I'm delightful. Nobody could wish any harm on me. I'm making a fresh start here with Prince William. And this is my opportunity again, and I'm going to take it, and off I go on a nice, exciting new chapter in life. So what game was he playing there in that moment? Let's see. Wow, got the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is one of those cards that sometimes means treachery to me. Betrayal is a better word. Betrayal. Really stabbing someone through the heart. For all the smiles and all the ho-ho-hos, and let me tell you a dirty joke here on the steps while we wait for our cars to take us away. The game that he's playing is a tricky game. And I think two things in that Three of Swords. I think that he is feeling very hurt and very betrayed and worried about what's going to happen to him. Interesting that it contrasts so vividly with that Fool energy there that we saw. That's what we saw. These are the feelings going on there. I'm asking what game he's actually playing. That's the game. Three of Swords. He's very, very concerned that he is going to be in that Three of Swords energy soon. But also, it's just suggesting, and I have to say allegedly, that there might be some intention to get at Prince William. And threes always have three people in them. Well, don't always, but more often than not. I think we can quite easily count 1, 2, 3. Andrew and Montecito, possibly. My opinion. Speculating. How did Prince William feel in that moment? What was he thinking? The Nine of Pentacles, and it's in reverse. It's coming through, interestingly, as Fergie's energy. We know she's a grifter. She's the original grifter. She's the model that I believe Meghan Markle followed. I haven't read Andrew Loney's book, but apparently it's absolutely horrific, the things that he's uncovered about Fergie's grifting. It's there. And as I say, she was doing her best to get in the frame as well. And so if anything was going on in William's mind in terms of who's doing this to me, what are they up to? It's grifting with that Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They're desperate, financially desperate, the Yorks. And it's showing there. They need something. They need the photo opportunity. They need to prove that Andrew Loney's book hasn't had any effect on their position in the royal family. So they're in here as well in this 10 of Cups, our underlying energy. They still got what it takes. They're still valuable. People can still grease their palms, and they will tell stories and do whatever they need to do for money. There it is. He knows. Prince William knows. He must be awful to be in his situation, in his position, to know that the people closest to you are ready to sell their souls and yours for filthy lucre. That's what's going on here. How about Harry and Meghan and the Yorks? Are they in direct contact or any form of contact with Prince Andrew and Sarah? Fergie, oh yes. Ace upright is a hearty yes. More often than not, an Ace of Pentacles is a big offer, a big opportunity, a solid offer, a solid opportunity, a new start, a very lucrative new start. They've all got their eyes on this next chapter that's coming in the royal family, which is why we have the Fool as the central issue of this reading. That's the new reign that is coming, and I believe it's coming sooner rather than later. And there it is. We need money. We need to be in. We need access to all that royal stuff, the royal connections, the loot, basically. How are we going to get it? We need to keep our titles. That hand is hanging on to title, status, position, rank, royal adjacency. That's monetizing, it's merching it, it's seeing the way forward through that arch, through the road paved with gold. Did the Parkles suggest Andrew sidle up to Prince William and start telling bawdy jokes on the steps to get the cameras rolling? And look, see, we're also friendly. He'll never take our titles. Anything like that? Six of Swords is an interesting card because it's leaving trouble behind. And they need to leave trouble behind, Harry and Meghan. So I am getting a certain energy in support of that theory, that they're in big trouble where they are, or at least Harry is. I'm not sure, even though there's two and the child in there, which suggests the Parkles en masse. But whatever it is, it's movement away from difficulty. It's transitioning out of trouble to a more peaceful and a more prosperous Ace of Pentacles time. So I do think that this was rather calculated. Swords are calculations, just generally. They're strategy, energy, because they're the mind, air, and thought processes. And I believe that this is a little bit of a panic going on. We need to get ourselves out of this mess that we are in. It's the overseas travel card. At least Harry wants to be able to go back to the UK with child and perhaps nanny. And there it is. So I do think that there was some discussion about this opportunity. We know that Harry did not go to the funeral, possibly was not welcome at the funeral. And well, this is the opportunity to just prove a point to the watching world about William and Andrew. It didn't work. But let's ask about this theory from Alex Rayner, the awful, in my opinion, Alex Rayner, about Harry's belief. So I'm looking at Harry's energy, really. His belief that he and William will embrace. That was the word used. It seems so poisonous. It seems so treacherous. Three of Swords. They will embrace as soon as the opportunity presents. Let's see that. We've got an impatient energy here, the Three of Wands in reverse. It's a waiting card. When it's upright, it's biding your time. It's hopeful, it's optimistic. It's expecting that life is going to, projects that you're doing are going to flourish and blossom and bear fruit. And it's in reverse. Harry's in trouble. He's in trouble because his life in the United States has failed completely. His enterprises have failed completely. And also he's tired of waiting. He's running out of time. That is what that Three of Wands is telling me. It's not so much hope and expectation. It's not optimistic. It's more coming across as desperate. How does Prince William feel? Well, I'm sure he's well aware of what has been said by Alex Rayner. and what Harry is expecting. What does Prince William feel about this? We get the Ace of Cups. Now, you might think, looking at that card, that he's terribly eager to reconcile with his brother, but that's not how it's reading for me. I'm feeling, and I'm doing an energy reading. With that Ace of Cups, I'm getting the strong feeling that Prince William is expecting some kind of love bombing, photo bombing, plea, offer, something from Prince Harry. A big gesture, a big moment. Prince Andrew was a practice run, and Prince William handled that as best as he possibly could with being photobombed and love bombed. This is more coming, and this is big. It's going extra. He knows it. He knows it's coming. The pleading, the tears, the whatever, it's on its way. He knows. And I think it makes him sad. It's emotion. That cup is full of emotion. Normally you read the Ace of Cups as beautiful emotion, loyalty, devotion, undying love, unconditional love, all of those things. But I think it's more that Prince William's heart doesn't want to feel those things, kind of bursting with painful emotion, rather than, oh, that's great, yes, we're going to reconcile. This, to me, is the big gesture that he believes is coming, he knows is coming. Be interesting to see what it is. So let's ask that exact question. What is Harry expecting, this opportunity that is going to present itself? What is it going to be? How's it going to look? What can Tarot tell us? Ooh, we've got the World, and it's in reverse. World in reverse, it could be just quite simply the end of the year and those kinds of celebrations. I asked how Tarot would tell me about Christmas, and we get the end of the major arcana as the card that shows up. And so there's the end of a chapter, the end of a cycle, which is the World card, the end of a year, quite literally. And that possibly is the opportunity that Harry is working towards. He's focused on some sort of family gathering, 10 of Cups, Christmas, a New Year, or something like that. But it's in reverse. It gives it a bit of a twist that Harry might not be very confident that that opportunity is going to present himself. Meghan, of course, might just say, no, I'm not going, not letting you take the kids. It's not going to happen. So it would be a failure of something. But it could also be more sinister than that. It could be the end of a cycle. It could be the end of Pa's reign, for instance. It's not my first thought, but just casting my mind around, as I do when I do these energy readings, that's there. It is there if Pa's reign comes to an end prematurely and it's looked at as a bit of a failure of a reign for whatever reason. That could be an opportunity. And there's, of course, a third thing that could come to a screeching halt and be viewed as a failure, and that is Harry's own marriage. The World is travel. So there might be an element of travel in there, but we've got the Six of Swords, which is travel, and the World, of course, travel as well. But he's not that confident about it. And we know that because of the Three of Wands being in reverse. He's not confident about it, but he does perceive that something is going to happen, and it might be quite a negative something. That he and Prince William will be in the same place, and he'll be able, the cameras will be rolling, Backgrid will be there, or he will have his selfie stick and he will film the moment and sell it immediately to People magazine or Radar Online or whatever. How's it going to actually go? That's the scenario that he's imagining, in my opinion, tarot reading. How's it actually going to go? Well, it might go better than we would like with that Strength card. Might go better. He might get his photo opportunity with that Strength card. That tells me that this scenario is some kind of royal, I'm going to say kind of a crisis. That at some point, those two brothers might publicly embrace. I don't think that that is now everything is fixed and we're okay. It's that card, the Strength card, which I usually read as Meghan Markle. It's her energy is not in here. This is royal family circumstances and the royal family putting on some kind of front, 10 of Cups, for public consumption because of something. It's like a power move. Got to do this. But it's giving me Judas vibes. And it's giving me Judas vibes because we've had the trial run over here with the Three of Swords. Which for me, the word that came first to my mind, spoke of treachery. That is the reading. We have got strange and troubling times ahead, I personally believe. And I know I've knocked the camera. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.